We're gonna go into Amazing Spider-Man now. The premise right now is Spider-Man's villains have been gone for his traditional villains have been gone for a long time, and the giant story is called The Gauntlet, where he's going through each villain one at a time, and he's seeing them either they're resurfacing or they're coming with new people taking on the mantle of the villain. You see like guys like Scorpion, Sandman, Rhino. This current story just ended, and it concludes the Rhino story, and I have to say it was probably my story of the year. Like I really liked it. One of the things that shine. It's written by Joe Kelly. He's a really well-known writer. He does his work very solid in this, and Spider-Man sort of takes a sideline in this event, in this story, more so. Like Rhino, I've never cared about him before, and this issue not only made me care about him, but it really had me like on my. It was tugging on my emotional cords a lot.
To emphasize a little bit more, it was giving a 2D character, a simple villain. Yeah, and giving him more than that.
Before I see Rhino, and he was just the guy that got his ass handed to him. He's by the cops, and they're picking him up, and then it goes into the story. No, this guy's like he's the story this time. You get a backstory finally. I never knew who he was, let alone what besides his he's a guy in a suit. The art really helps. The one thing I have to say about this issue that threw me off a bit was the narrative. It switches a couple of times, so it takes you about a page or two, or not even a couple of panels before you realize who's talking. But besides that, I mean, this is one of the reasons I read comics. It's a story that gets you so engulfed in it. By the end of the story, you're either cheering for the character or you're feeling sorry for the character. You're so emotionally invested into the character that
you get really into it, and it's just
it grabs you by the horns.
Pretty much.
That was
it's
bad.
A solid issue, guys. In my opinion, I'm gonna give. As Croach said, it's almost the pick of the year. In my opinion, I think the previous Rhino issue was my favorite. I'm not gonna give any more reasons why, because if you've read the past one before and you read this one, you're gonna understand. You might understand how I feel about
and
this.
Something I gotta note for the guys that have been following the Gauntlet story so far, usually they just go 1, 2, 3, the stories are done. The first 2 issues came out a month or two back, and they went on to the other stories, and it really let the status of the Rhino at the time sink in. And then this picks up, and it gives you the sense that time has passed. You really kind of get, oh, he's been in this position, or he's at this point of his life. It really sinks in, and then it picks up again. So it gives you that nice sense of time, and it adds to the story.
I mean, overall, I give this a solid 5 out of 5. This is
solid
a
2 thumbs up for me.
definite pickup.
Good stuff.
I cannot emphasize how much this is a really, really good issue. Now, on to our last thing. This is our first. We are doing a flash round.
Flash round.
All right,
you go ahead.
All right, so I got out of my entire pull list for the week, I got Brave and the Bold. It's with Aquaman and the Demon. It's a solid story, not as heart-rendering as
Spider-Man was,
or previous stories that J. Michael Straczynski has done in the past. I mean, he's done some really, really good ones in the past, previous Bold issues, but this one was just more story and action-based, not character-based, and I thought the other ones were better, but this is a definite pickup.
It's a done one. It's good.
I give this a 4 out of 5, Croach.
I just had Joe the Barbarian this week. I've gone over it thoroughly over the last couple of weeks. All I can say about this is Scottish submarine pirate midgets. Enough said. There you go. Solid 2 thumbs up.
Another one I got was the Batman. This is issue 697. This is the conclusion for the arc with Black Mask, so we get to find out who he was. I didn't find it really that surprising. If you've already been collecting this far, it's a pickup because you want the conclusion of it all. If you're jumping onto Batman, I say wait off till the next issue. This is at best 3 out of 5. I mean, the action was fun, but the dialogue wasn't that great.
Cool.
But the artwork from Sandu Floria was great, though. I actually liked
Tony
it.
Daniels. Tony Daniels was a part of the writing and drawing as well.
So.
Oh, and by the way, at our local comic shop, I was able to pick up one of these Green Lantern pins. They have all the lanterns for the recent event. It's only $1. It's good. It was pretty cool. I don't know, maybe at your comic shop they have it or not. But
you smell that? I think I smell a catchphrase coming on.
Okay, over.
All right, guys. So
That's all
this
for this week.
concludes Comic Book Core for this week. Remember to email us at comicbookcore@gmail.com with questions, or comment us on our
Facebook page.
and YouTube page or YouTube channel. And hopefully we'll see you guys next week.
All right, later, guys.
Take care.